Good morning. I am today. I am so fortunate that I will be sharing a session with the district governors of 2022-23. I am Suresh Kumar from District 318A. So today the session what I am handling is diversity and inclusion. So in that one, diversity offers this diversity we had so many times in our RLLA, ALLA and all. We have learned in a different way, like primary diversity, secondary diversity, and in another perspective we peacock in penguin land, like that we have studied. So here diversity offers many benefits to our organization, including increased creativity, productivity and motivation. Today in this session we'll focus the benefits of diversity, importance of inclusion and ways to create inclusive environment to ensure retention in our diverse members. Dear DGs, as a lion and a DG, you have encountered people from all over the world, many of whom have different ideas, perspectives and experiences. You have been able to exchange thoughts and observations with them, giving you more opportunities to learn from others. Additionally, before coming to this DG seminar, you have attended in your district level as well as multiple district level trainings in and GLT area trainings. Now, sir, what have you gained from all this experience? Mr. Sir, can you please tell?
In all these various schoolings, we come across and meet our other colleagues, we learn from them, we enrich our knowledge and we learn various different type of skills which will be useful for us to perform our duties in the coming year.
Thank you, sir. So, being able to interact with the other district governors from within your multiple district and from around the world is you have got invaluable experiences due in part to the level of diversity that exists among us. Now let us see what is diversity. Diversity is the wide range of difference exists among people. That is diversity. So there is a thinking that people often think diversity refers mostly of culture. It is not culture alone. Other than that, it is diversity also refers to differences in age, gender, education qualifications, socio-economic status, ideas, perspectives and working style. As district governors, it would not be great if all the clubs in your district could experience the advantages of diversity. By encouraging clubs to increase diversity, you are revitalizing your clubs. This excitement, when you are implementing this diversity, the same excitement it will be coming to the new members as well as the existing members also motivated because of that. As district governors, you can help clubs appreciate diversity and create an environment that will welcome all those who want to serve their community. Now, these are the session objectives. Sir, can you please read this?
This is the benefits of diversity. explain the difference between diversity and inclusion, identify steps to promote inclusion.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, now let us first go through the benefits of diversity and recruiting diverse club members. For that, we are taking a one scenario. So, one of the zone chairperson from, suppose from your club, she is telling that one of her club, it is last 3-4 years there is no membership growth, and they are continuing with the same project what they are doing from so many years. And another thing is that club is with the retired senior members and lady members only. And that particular area now it has become a economic growth area. So lot of industries came to that area, and a lot of young professionals also migrated to that area. So there is a scope for adding new members in this club. For that one, she asked the help of the DG to, when coming to her zone conference, we have to go and meet the club president for the same. Now, to pursue the club president, that he should use the new growth in the community to increase the diversity of his club. Diversity offers a number of benefits to Lions clubs, district and throughout the organization. Now coming to the benefits of diversity. Sir, can you read one?
Increased creativity.
Okay. Creativity increases when people with different ways of solving problems work together toward a common solution. There is no one best answer. More ideas can be obtained from different people, and we can develop a workable answer from that. Sir, can you read?
Which one? Second one.
Second one.
Increased productivity.
So increased productivity increases exponentially when people of different background and experiences pull together toward a single inspiring goal. With more diverse people, there is large skill set contributing to what can be accomplished. Sir, third one. Okay, third one is new attitudes. New attitudes are brought to the table by people from diverse backgrounds. There is always room for improvement. New and different attitudes can pursue others to improve. The last point is more effective process. This can result when people with different ideas come together and collaborate. In today's fast moving world, there is no longer room for thinking. We have always done things this way and cannot change. The last point is motivation increases because more diversity means a large pool of talented people to perform at a higher level of efficiency. Now you know some benefits you can share with the club president. You need to brainstorm some ideas on how he can attract more diverse members to his club. So now we are moving to the recruiting of diverse members. So now, considering the current community growth and the fact that the club is predominantly retired businessmen, that is why what type of people should the club seek to be uh, installed? Any, sir?
Young professionals,
Yeah.
then family members,
Okay.
women members.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Now, recruiting diverse members. Since we have decided on some target groups, let's take a few minutes to think of ways this club can recruit these more diverse members. Mr. Sir, you can refer page number 2 of the participant manual. Give 3 to 4 minutes for brainstorming. Allow part and you give your ideas. Any points, sir? Okay. Now,
Yes.
Target groups, we,
Yeah.
okay. Now the schedule. Now the DG can schedule the club visit and speak to the club president about the need of the membership increase. Initially, he may not be. He may be little hesitant, but after, if you pursued him to speak to other club members, it may materialized. Now, we are continuing the scenario. What happened is, after 8 months, they added 12 new members. Some young professionals and elder ladies like and couples. They selected. So initially it was gone very perfect. When time goes on, some of the new members start coming to the club. It is because of there is some conflict with the existing members. So that is why they cannot sustain. At the end, finally, the club president is now very discouraged. As of last month, they got four of the out of new 4 members. So, can you give an idea how we can induct new members in your club, in that club?
The area is now developing, observing the economical growth, and that means there are some new industries are coming, new businesses are developing, and so the young generation has and the families have been transferred from other cities to this city.
Yeah.
For their personal growth and for their jobs and businesses. So the club, the zone chairperson can discuss with the district governor that why not we should promote the Lions achievements and what is Lions organization. In discussion with the industries and the business peoples, we can have one meeting, or we can promote in going there in their premises, industries, and we can promote, and so then we can attract the new members, or we can perform some type of activities in the industries or in the some part of the cities.
Yes, sir. That here
So
they.
that will attract the new members towards the Lionism, Whether they become a member of that club or not, that is the secondary part. But once they attract to the Lionsism, they will try to come and see what Lions is doing, and later in the part, after 2-3 months, 6 months, they can make up their mind to join the clubs, and the club can be developed successfully.
Yes, sir. Here, thank you, sir. Here, what happened is they managed some 12 new members, but what happened is because of the club politics or the senior members, they are not ready to, because they are having enough ideas how to do things. They are having, even though they are having enough ideas, because of the club politics, they are not able, and they lose interest, and slowly they have started not coming to club. At the finally, out of the 12 members, they are having only 4 members. So that has only happened here. Now here only what the club president okay. So unfortunately, the club president assumed that once you are inducting new members, that is the end of the job. That's what happened is all the benefits stated earlier would just happen automatically. So there are, this only occurs when there is inclusion, because this drop can be avoided if you add inclusion also. So otherwise it will make destructive conflicts, poor communication among members, isolation between members, strained relationships, lower productivity, and poor morale. That is the outcome of without inclusion. So now let us see what is inclusion. Sir, can you read, sir? Inclusion.
Yeah. Inclusion. Proactive behaviors that make each person feel welcome and a part of an organization.
It is an
An inclusive environment is one in which members feel respected and connected to one another.
Thank you, sir. Organization can be diverse in many ways, but that doesn't automatically mean that they have created an inclusive environment. An inclusive environment is one in which members feel respected by and connected to one another. That is, then only the members will be, they are having a feeling that they are taken care properly. Now it is exclusion versus inclusion. If you think a condition, a time in which you felt especially excluded, alienated, or invalidated in a group of situations. So if you are with a lot of expectation, you are going to a club and you are not getting proper consideration from there. So how did it make you feel, sir?
Definitely will feel bad when we are not included in the group and excluded. But we will think on that what is the cause behind it.
No, because we don't want people joining in a Lions Club to have that kind of experience, because there has to be accommodated at all levels. Now recall a time when you felt particularly included, engaged, appreciated, and validated in group situation. Again, what will be the condition then, sir? If they are giving all privileges and they are accommodated, sir. Sharma, sir.
Inclusion in membership. Page 13.
Page 3. Page 3. You have to inspect the notes. Participant manual 3.
Yeah, you want me to read that?
And okay, sir. Okay, we are skipping. Now we are moving to the characteristics of an inclusive environment.
Characteristics of inclusive environment. Okay.
Inclusive environment make people want to be involved and contribute. It increase satisfaction and retention of members. People feel valued and that their opinion matters. The true inclusive environment includes the following characteristics. That is, different ways that people learn and communicate. That is the first point. Then the second point is welcome change. Progress and changes are seen positive. Encourage open communication. Open and honest discussion between members is to be encouraged. The next one is demonstrate flexibility. Flexibility is demonstrated to accommodate differing needs and preferences. Next point is recognize cultural differences. Differences along all cultural dimensions are encouraged and valued. As you encourage clubs to increase the diversity of their membership, you must also encourage clubs to create an inclusive environment. Now let us see step 2, creating an inclusive environment. That we are continuing our scenario. So the feeling as a somewhat the previous attempt by the president is failed because he added members and he not taken care of the inclusive part. So now the president increased diversity among his club members. This time he discussed it, he can prepare in club and welcome successfully, work with more diverse people prior to recruiting additional members. Now let us see steps to create an inclusive environment. The step 1 is all the members to be united behind the club. Who are all the members coming? It has to be, everybody should take a view wholeheartedly. They have to support the who are all coming to the club. Build club-wide support, address resistances by conveying the benefits of such an inclusive environment. Step 2, know why you are doing it. Because know the reasons. We have to know why we are doing these things. It should not be a symbolic attempt to include people of various perspective, background and no honor because none want to be invalid to join an organization just as a namesake. Nobody is interested to join in a club because with a certain purposes only they are joining in a club. The next step is examine. Examine your club. Changing the culture of a club through greater inclusion will often require a change in the way things are done. Next is action. Take action, make the changes necessary to support the inclusion. Next is attract new members. There are many ways you can go about finding the new members. Sir, your participant manual These points are well explained. And the next point, keep your members happy. You may be used the membership satisfaction guide found in LCI. That is to keep your members happy, because lot of resources are available in LCI, the membership satisfaction guide in LCI website, to access member satisfaction and to create membership satisfaction plan to ensure an environment where all members feel respecting by connected and connected one to another. Even if you have followed all these steps, still there will be a time when conflict. Even though we are doing all these things, still there are chances of conflict. It is time to agree to disagree sometimes. Everyone has a right to their opinion. Acceptance of different views and methods is all part of inclusion. It is what make a club strong. So now we are coming to the conclusion part. Our scenario today taught us valuable lesson. As excited as we may be bringing the benefit of diversity to every Lions Club, not every Lions Club is ready to embrace diversity just yet. Some clubs needs guidance as to how to create an inclusive environment to accommodate the new members. So as a district governor, even though this is in club level, this inclusive system can be implemented in the district level also. So now we are coming to the session objectives. So we discussed list the benefits of diversity, the difference between diversity and inclusion, and various steps to promote inclusion we have discussed. This is a quote. In order to, sir, can you read, sir?
In order to appreciate and respect diversity, we must first recognize and embrace our humanity. By Lisa Wiman.
Okay, sir.
You done?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Self-assessment, please.
Not done nicely, sir.
Good.
It is not up to the mark, because so I said, because now only I really coming to know the difference between a PowerPoint presentation and a training session. So that difference is there from right from the beginning, and that I felt from yesterday itself.
Anything else you would like to comment?
There is scope for improvement. I will try.
Participants' observations, please.
Well, Suresh Kumar ji tried his best, but I must say that he was referring too much to the manual. He was reading the instructions. He could have spent more time interacting, asking questions, and he was moving in this particular area only to and back. So he could have at least moved to different table. This is what my observation. Otherwise, he has tried and he is best.
Thank you, sir.
First thing I will tell you is that I am observing you from last 4 days. You are an exceptionally good person.
Thank you.
Only today what happened that there is a lack of confidence in you. You yourself, since morning I used to tell you that believe in yourself, you can rock, believe in yourself, you can rock, and involve us in activities. But You ask us you read the scenario and didn't tell us to perform the activity. You can improve on this.
Okay,
This
sir.
will require practice.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're done good, there is no problem.
Okay,
You
sir.
realize that there is a difference between the presentation and trainer. But if you would have been even practiced for last 4 days in your room, by observing the faculties, what we have learned here, how they are giving us the training, it would have been make a lot of difference. And I'm definitely confident that you will rock one day. Right?
Okay, sir.
I believe in you, sir. Believe in you.
Thank you, sir.
Kshitij Sharma.
Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You should little bit work on your stance, because when you stand, you always shifting your stand from one leg to another leg, and you're going 2 steps forward, 2 steps backward. So it's distracting for the participants that you go 2 steps forward, 2 steps backward. So if you improve on your stance, when you're talking, stand on both legs and talk to people, that will make you more confident.
Okay, sir.
When you're going forward and backward, people feel that you're nervous. And eye contact, again, if you're reading, then there's no eye contact. So when you're reading continuously, you asking in between a question. I was trying to understand what you were speaking. So I was reading the IG and the PM to understand what you were talking. Both I was reading. In between, you asked me a question. So you should see who's attentive, who's looking at you, ask that person.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
But in all, you were saying that you will not present only and all those things, but from that you have come here and you have done this. I definitely feel that you have a lot of scope to improve yourself and you have the determination to do it.
Okay, sir.
So you'll do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And he had a disadvantage of coming here without an FDI directly, which I would have also had, but I had opportunity to go and come. So without an FDI, with district level trainings, you don't have that kind of an outlook where the exposure is not there. So now you go for FDI, you'll be the best participant in FDI,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
going from LCIP.
Yeah, next month our district
Yes,
FDI
yes.
is going on.
He's doing it next month.